We are in Tashkent today, the capital of Uzbekistan.
And we came here last evening and we just checked into our friend's home. So we're staying with her for 2 nights. We'll try and introduce you to her later in the video if we can. And all of this greenery you see behind me is a beautiful park right here in the city center. And it's a pretty sunny day, almost 40 degrees, very hot. But we are starting off this day to do a little bit of exploration of the city. So we're right now inside the very famous metro station of Tashkent. Tashkent has had a metro since like the Soviet times, and it's supposed to be one of the most incredibly efficient ones in this neighborhood. However, the thing that draws most people to the Tashkent metro system is actually how beautiful it looks. Every single station has like this incredible theme. Right now we're in a very ordinary one called Abdullah Qaudari station, but you can still see there are chandeliers everywhere. It's really something else. Like, I've never seen metro stations like this before. Even in Russia, like Shish and I have seen metro stations, but they're very like simple compared to this. These metro stations also doubled up as like nuclear bunkers back in the day, so they're pretty deep underground. This station particularly is only about 20 or 30 meters underground, but I believe there are others which go further down below. So right now we're just waiting for a train that will take us to the next 2 stations, and hopefully through this day we can show you a few of these stations which are actually really cool. So now we've just gotten off at Cosmonautar station, and this one is themed entirely on astronauts in space. It's like the moon, the sky, the outer space. Astronaut, what in Russian terms is called as a cosmonaut. We're right now walking through the Tashkent Central Park, and it's like a very, very fun place because it's almost identical to Cubbon Park in Bangalore. There's a lot of small shops selling snacks. Ice cream is definitely the popular choice here, especially in summer. And there's a lot of greenery, a lot of plants, a lot of games, so we see a lot of kids being very busy. And of course Shish has run away. You can't see her here where she usually is found. So now I'm going looking for her. There Shish is walking away all the way in the front. And this here is the Alisher Navoy Theatre. So they play a lot of dramas here, like people enact them, I believe. But they're definitely not here when a show is going on. Although this is classic Soviet architecture, as you can see, there's a beautiful fountain in front and just a flat classic building in the back. And there's little domes at the very top. That's like typical Soviet style. We did see similar stuff in Russia in 2019, so it's definitely not out of place. And this is the Uzbek National Museum. As you can see, it's got a totally classic Soviet feel again. And this is what you can do in Tashkent. If you're walking down the street from west to east, you'll end up finding so many classic Soviet buildings, and all of this architecture has still remained the same from probably the late 60s and 70s and so on. So it takes you back to a completely different era and totally worth coming here. Even if you don't spend any money going into the museum, buying tickets to attractions, etc., it's still okay because the whole city itself is like a time machine, and then you get to experience something like this. And I just found the public pool which everybody can access. So this is called the Mustaqillik Fountain, and the fountains are on every day from noon time till evening. And this is what it looks like. All the locals come here and the kids are playing in the water. finally made it to Amir Temur Square. Amir Temur, as you remember from our Samarkand video, is also the national hero of Uzbekistan. So here he is. Of course, to get to it, we have a subway system where we are crossing the road from the park. And now we go up and see the hotel. And we are now at the most unique piece of architecture here. I mean, unique is just the ironic word to use because everything about this building is so like plain, but that's the beauty of it. It's the most iconic Soviet era building here, and it's called Hotel Uzbekistan. It's not too expensive to go and spend a night here. This hotel is in the very center of the city, dates back to the 70s or so, and then it's just a towering building. It looks like one old classic government building and nothing else. It's just plain, and then on top there's a big bold lettering of Hotel Uzbekistan written. So take a look at this. There are a few flags flying here. One is Korea, Japan, Germany, France, Kazakhstan, Singapore, Indonesia. What is that? That's Indonesia, or could be Monaco. And then that's USA, Russia, Uzbekistan. As you can see, she's hiding there. Now gotten into the lift inside Hotel Uzbekistan, and we are going up to the 16th floor. We are not guests at the hotel, so clearly we've snuck in. But at the very top there's something that is apparently accessible to everyone. Views from up here are so incredible. Look at that, the whole city. We're back in the park now. Let's see, something interesting is happening here. What is that?
They got a coupon for a cola. What's better than a free cola?
Free cola with lemon. The last time we got free cola like this was 7 years ago in Mauritius, and it was a very similar day. Shish got upset just like this and ran away, and then free cola came in return. We are getting lava.
It's super hot.
This OCD just got ticked off with Shish biting there. Tell me. Comment down below.
I had to buy that because I wanted to taste the real stuff. I think they put a lot of veggies inside, like I can taste cucumber, tomato, and some mayonnaise. Yeah, it's good. It's really filling. It's heavy.
Remember that fountain I showed you earlier today? We're now back, and this time we are in the water.
Dancing in the water. It's a fountain.
Wow.
station has meteorological factor.
Now we are at Alisher Navoy station and look at its roof. It's so beautiful.
So you might be wondering why we are in Tashkent all of a sudden.
Well, we actually plan to go to a brand new country, but unfortunately the land border crossing between Tajikistan and this new country was closed. So we had to come to Tashkent, and from Tashkent tomorrow we'll be going on an overnight bus ride to this new country.
And also because we haven't really had a chance to explore the capital of Uzbekistan in our last visit to this country. So we figured we'd save it for a transit stop. And that's how we ended up coming to Tashkent all of a sudden.
And that's how Navneet ended up coming to Uzbekistan 3 times in his life.
And twice for Shish. Ooh, lucky.
Remember we told you that we were staying with a really kind girl in Tashkent? This is Diona.
Hi.
World.
So Diana has opened up her couchsurfing account to us, and then we ended up coming here. We had spoken to her, I think, less than 24 hours before we came here. And then she has this really interesting map of the world. So you can already say she's so curious about the world. And the last how many 48 hours that we spent here, it's been incredible. We've spoken about so many different things.
A little bit about everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Diona is very curious about Tibetan culture, like how the monks live and what their story is. So we gave her some useful ideas about coming down to India, especially to Coorg, because that's where the second largest monastery is. So
Yes.
hopefully she'll come visit us also when she's
Yeah.
in India.
And then she inspired me to go ahead with journaling. She showed all her old journals and they're so beautiful.
Now the only problem with that is you can't carry so many books
But
in
I
your
can have
7
small ones.
And
Okay.
also we gave to Navneet a tip what to give to Shishira as a present on her birthday.
Uh-huh.
Conveniently, this part of the video got cut. Okay, so thank you so much for having us
Yeah.
here, Diana.
Thank
it
you
was
too.
incredibly,
Thank you too. It was a great pleasure.
and thanks Shishira for
Being the lucky
ticket.
charm.
Lucky charm. Yeah, she was.
to being the
Obviously.
ticket to come here. Thanks you guys for coming along today, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Music was good.
Okay, children. Okay, 3, 2, 1.